About 4 months ago, I was diagnosed with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome and postular orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. It was a week before I left for my freshman year of college. Despite the fact of living with these conditions for who knows how long, the diagnosis terrified me. I wanted a diagnosis so badly so I could get that confirmation that I wasn't making it up. At the time, I thought not having a diagnosis was scarier than getting one, but I was wrong. I remember crying to myself and even to others about my diagnosis, and I was terrified for what that meant for my future. I was going off to college in a week, and this was just one more thing that I didn't need. What many people told me was, "But you've already been living with this, you know how to deal with it. Nothing is going to change." And yes, that is true. Nothing really has changed, but all of a sudden it felt real. It was real that I could pass out at any moment. It was real that my joints could pop out of their sockets by one misstep. It was real that working out will be really hard and probably never the same ever again. It was real that I could never play contact sports or maybe any sport at a high level again. Before, the reasons for why I was passing out, getting these injuries seemed so harmless and, dare I say, normal. Of course, I was nervous or in pain. Of course, I'd just been overusing my body. But now nothing made sense. I never heard of either of these conditions, and I had to learn about them while I was trying to adjust to college, and that terrified me. Some days are worse than others. With the medication I'm on now, I can go weeks without having a really bad episode. I thought I was all better until I almost passed out in the shower a couple weeks ago. It sounds horrible, but my first thought was, I don't want to sit on this gross college shower floor. I had soap in my hair and I didn't know what to do. I was completely alone and in a locked shower stall, and if I had actually passed out, I didn't know how long it would be until somebody found me. I ended up sitting on a little bench in the shower with my head between my knees, hoping that I wouldn't actually pass out. I was there for at least 5 minutes till I felt okay enough to wash the soap out of my hair. Thankfully, this is not what I have to deal with on a daily basis. Most days, I don't feel like I'm going to pass out, but I'm pretty constantly nauseous, dizzy, and have a headache. Basically, every time I stand up, I become even dizzier. I have to drink 4 liters of water a day, sleep longer than most people, and constantly be aware of my body and how I feel. But that is what my life is like. Lately, my back has been hurting so much. At night, all I want to do is lie down and not move. My wrists and shoulders and knees often hurt too. It's hard, but I still wake up every morning, go to class, do my homework, and repeat. And that's what you have to do when you have a chronic illness. You keep going. And some days you can't, and that's okay, but you push through, constantly hoping tomorrow will be better. So am I terrified of my diagnosis? Yes, but I'm going to keep pushing through, because that is what I do.